Let's talk about that constant ache of loneliness, that quiet hum of emptiness that endless scrolling and crowded rooms just can't seem to silence. You've looked for the answer everywhere, out there, haven't you? In the next notification, the next party invitation, the next relationship, hoping something external will finally fill that void inside. But what if the cure isn't about finding someone else? What if the ancient masters were right, and the greatest peace you'll ever know is found when you finally learn to be with yourself? For most of us, the word loneliness is heavy. It feels like a problem we need to solve, a sign that something's wrong with us. But in the quiet halls of Buddhist monasteries, there's a huge difference between the painful feeling of loneliness and the powerful state of solitude. Loneliness is the pain of feeling disconnected. Solitude is the peace of being deeply connected with yourself. Loneliness is the nagging feeling that something is missing. Solitude is the quiet realization that everything you need is already within you. That ache of loneliness isn't a sign that you're broken. Think of it as a deep spiritual calling. It's an invitation from your inner self to finally come home. Over the next few moments, we're going on a journey together. We'll uncover 7 ancient secrets from the heart of Buddhist philosophy, designed not to help you escape your loneliness, but to transform it into a source of incredible strength, clarity, and peace. This isn't about finding other people. It's about finally, truly meeting yourself. Lesson 1. Understand the true nature of your loneliness. First things first, we have to look directly at the feeling we so often try to run from. In Buddhism, all suffering, or dukkha, is seen as a natural part of life, and loneliness is a big one. It comes from a deeply ingrained feeling of lack, a thirst for something outside of ourselves to make us feel whole. The ancient texts call this thirst Trishna. It's that fundamental sense of incompleteness that has us constantly searching for validation, connection, and comfort from the world around us. And let's be real, our modern world pours gasoline on this fire. We scroll through endless feeds of curated happiness, feeling more disconnected with every swipe. We live in a world that never stops talking, yet we've never felt so unheard. Trying to fill the void this way is like trying to quench a thirst with salt water. It only makes you thirstier. The Buddhist masters teach that this suffering is all based on a misunderstanding. We feel lonely because we believe in the illusion of a separate, isolated self. We build walls around our identity, defining ourselves by me versus them. That feeling of separation is the real source of the ache. The teaching isn't to pretend the pain of loneliness isn't real, but to understand where it comes from. It's not a personal failure. It's a universal human experience. So, the first secret is this: don't fight the feeling. Meet it with gentle curiosity. The next time that pang of loneliness hits, instead of grabbing your phone, just pause. Acknowledge it. See it for what it is, that ancient thirst, that illusion of being separate. This simple act of understanding is the first step. You're not broken, you're just caught in a universal human condition. And just as it has a cause, it has a path to freedom. Shortly before he passed away, the Buddha gave his followers one of his most powerful pieces of advice. He saw their sadness and their fear of being left alone, and he said to them, Atadipa viharatha, atasarana, ananasarana. This translates to, dwell as an island unto yourself, as a refuge unto yourself, seeking no other refuge. Now, this isn't a call to become a hermit. It was a radical call for inner self-reliance. Picture an island. It's solid, stable, and whole, surrounded by the vast, ever-changing ocean. Storms can rage and tides can shift, but the island remains. The Buddha was teaching that this same unwavering stability exists inside each of us. Your true refuge isn't in another person or a job title. Your ultimate safety is in your own awareness. To be an island means learning to anchor yourself in your own presence, finding your center in the chaos of life. We spend so much of our lives looking for a hand to hold or a person to save us. But this wisdom gently guides us back, again and again, to the refuge that's already here. Lasting peace can't be given to you by anyone else. It has to be discovered within. So how do you start building this island? It begins with small moments of turning inward. When you feel unsettled, instead of immediately looking for a distraction, just be. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. This is how you start creating your inner refuge. You're teaching yourself, moment by moment, that you can be your own source of stability. You're learning that while the ocean of life will always have waves, you have a solid place to stand. This doesn't mean you won't want or need connection, but it means you'll connect from a place of fullness, not neediness. You connect not as half a person looking for another half, but as a whole island, peacefully greeting another. The Zen master, Thich Nhat Hanh, said that we spend most of our lives like ghosts. Our bodies are in one place, but our minds are lost in the past or worrying about the future. We're never really home. He taught, the present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. Loneliness often gets louder because we aren't truly present with ourselves. We're lost in thoughts about what we lack, past rejections, or future fears of being alone. The third secret, then, is to learn how to come home, and your breath is the key. Thich Nhat Hanh taught that mindful breathing is the bridge connecting your mind back to your body, anchoring you right here, right now. When you feel that ache of loneliness surface, the practice is simple. Return to your breath. Feel the air enter your nostrils, fill your lungs, and then gently release. As you do this, you're not pushing the loneliness away. You're holding it with the gentle, steady presence of your own attention. He invites us to see our body as our true home. For so long, maybe you've treated it as something to ignore or criticize. But can you just rest in your body? Can you settle in and feel at ease right here? This practice of returning home can be woven into any part of your day. When you drink tea, just drink the tea. Feel its warmth, smell its fragrance. When you walk, just walk. Feel your feet on the earth. Each mindful breath, each mindful step is an act of coming home. In these moments of presence, something amazing happens. The frantic search for someone else to complete you starts to quiet down. You discover a sense of safety and comfort in your own being. The loneliness you feel isn't some hollow space that needs to be filled by another person. It's a quiet room inside you, just waiting for you to enter and be present. Think about how you usually react to loneliness. It's a hot, restless panic, isn't it? An emergency that needs to be fixed right now. We scramble for a distraction, anything to make it go away. We'll do anything except stay right there in the middle of the feeling itself. The great Buddhist teacher Pema Chödrön offers a radical alternative. She talks about cool loneliness. This isn't the hot, panicked state we're used to. It's a cool, relaxing, and open state of being. Cool loneliness is what happens when you meet your loneliness without aggression, without judgment, and without needing to fix it. It's being willing to just sit with the feeling and look at it with curiosity, maybe even a little humor. This goes against every one of our instincts. We believe that if we just find the right relationship or the right community, our loneliness will be solved for good. But as Pema Chödrön says, scrambling for security only brings temporary relief, like shifting your legs in meditation when they start to hurt. The real path to freedom isn't escaping the discomfort, but learning to relax with it. It's allowing yourself to feel lonely without telling yourself a story that something is wrong with you. The practice is to drop the story. Drop the idea of who you think you should be or what your life is supposed to look like. When the heartache of loneliness shows up, what if you saw it as a golden opportunity? An opportunity to relax into the vast, open space of your own heart. This is the path of the spiritual warrior, stepping into the world with no ground under your feet and learning to be okay with it. From this view, contentment is actually a synonym for loneliness. It's the contentment of no longer needing to run. The next time you feel that familiar ache, just try it. Don't reach for your phone. Don't try to fix it. Just be there. Feel the texture of the emotion. Befriend it. You might just find that when you stop fighting it, the monster you were so afraid of isn't a monster at all. Now, this next part might sound like a paradox. If we're trying to find peace in solitude, why would we turn our attention toward others? Because in Buddhist teachings, the way out of the prison of loneliness is through expanding the heart. Isolation is created by the walls we build around me. Compassion is what dissolves those walls. This begins with metta, or loving-kindness meditation. Metta is the simple practice of generating feelings of goodwill, first for yourself, and then extending them out to everyone. It's a radical act of connection that starts from within. For many of us, the hardest person to be kind to is ourselves. We are our own worst critics, so the practice starts right here. Sit quietly, and maybe place a hand over your heart. Silently repeat a few gentle phrases. The traditional ones are, "May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I live with ease." You're not trying to force a feeling. You're just planting seeds of kindness in the soil of your own heart. You're acknowledging that you, just as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your own love and affection. After a while, bring to mind someone you love, a friend, a family member, even a pet, and extend these same wishes to them. May you be happy. May you be safe. Then, the practice expands. You send these wishes to a neutral person, like a cashier at the grocery store. Then, the challenging part. You extend them to a difficult person in your life. Finally, you extend them to all beings everywhere without exception. What does this do to loneliness? It completely rewires your perspective. Loneliness thrives on the story of me versus the world. Compassion practice dissolves that boundary. You start to realize that everyone, just like you, wants to be happy and free from suffering. That shared desire connects all of us. The feeling of separation begins to melt away, replaced by a sense of universal kinship. Your heart, once feeling small and walled off, becomes a boundless source of warmth, connecting you to the fabric of all life. Let's face it, we're taught that being alone is a kind of failure. Society tells us that a happy life is a life full of people, but the greatest spiritual leaders, thinkers, and artists in history all sought out solitude, not as an escape, but as a gateway to deeper wisdom. The Buddha himself found enlightenment, not in a crowd, but in the profound stillness of being alone. This sixth secret is a powerful mental flip. Reframe your time alone not as loneliness, but as solitude. Loneliness is a lack. Solitude is a presence. It's the choice to spend time with yourself, not to fix anything, but simply to be. It is a sacred space for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. When you're constantly surrounded by the noise of the world, the opinions, expectations, and demands of others, it's almost impossible to hear your own inner voice. Solitude is creating the quiet you need to finally listen. In this space, you can get to know your own thoughts and feelings without outside influence. You can explore what you truly want, what you fear, and what brings you to life. So how do you turn dreaded alone time into sacred solitude? Treat it like an appointment with your most important friend, yourself. Use this time with intention. Read a book that feeds your soul. Meditate. Journal. Explore a hobby that makes you forget what time it is. Even just 15 minutes a day of intentional solitude, no phone, no Netflix, can make a world of difference. In this quiet space, you start to realize that you are enough, all on your own. Your sense of worth is no longer tied to likes, messages, or invitations. You find peace in your own company. The emptiness you once feared becomes a spaciousness that allows for creativity and clarity. You stop seeing being alone as something to endure and start seeing it as a gift. It's not abandonment, it's a homecoming. Embracing solitude doesn't mean you have to become a hermit. Buddhism is often called the middle way because it avoids extremes. The path isn't about choosing total isolation over connection, or vice versa. It's about finding a healthy, wise balance between the two. While the Buddha praised solitude, he also deeply valued Sangha, which means community. He taught that good friends and healthy relationships are vital for our growth. The final secret, then, is to bring the wisdom you've grown in solitude back out into the world. The difference is, you now connect with others from a new foundation. You've built your inner island. You've found your home within. You no longer seek connection from a place of desperation or need. Instead, you share your presence from a place of fullness. This is where the teaching, "Embrace solitude over foolish company," becomes so important. It's better to be alone and at peace than to be in the company of people who drain your energy or pull you away from your truth. Once you have a strong relationship with yourself, you become more discerning about the other relationships you nurture. You're no longer willing to accept just any connection to avoid being alone. You seek authentic connections that resonate with who you are. Your time in solitude makes your time with others richer. Because you're comfortable with silence, you can listen more deeply. Because you've befriended your own discomfort, you can hold space for others with more compassion. Because you have found your own inner refuge, your presence becomes a calming, peaceful refuge for those around you. The journey inward isn't meant to end there. It's meant to equip you to live more wisely and compassionately in the world. You learn to be alone so that you can be with others more beautifully. You fill your own cup so you can give from the overflow, not from an empty vessel. So, that ache of loneliness that started you on this journey, it is not a curse. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to understand that loneliness is a universal call to come home. It's a chance to become an island, a stable refuge in your own awareness, to use your breath to anchor you in the now, to befriend your discomfort and turn your fear into a teacher, to open your heart and dissolve the walls of separation, to reframe solitude as a sacred gift, and finally, to find that sweet spot between inner peace and wise connection. You have never truly been alone. You have always had your breath. You have always had this present moment. You have always had yourself. The space you once thought was emptiness is, in fact, the boundless, open nature of your own heart. If this message gave you a moment of peace or a new way to see your own journey, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might be the very thing someone else needs to hear today. Remember this timeless truth. Peace isn't found out there, it's cultivated within. You are, and always have been, enough just as you are.